Myth, the Juggernaut Alex Lex is hitting you with the head crush. And today I got NYC Playboy with me, assisting with, you know, talking on a particular topic. And I'm going to do like Booker T. We take what we want after we take Lex Luger and the Giant. We want the gold, sucker. Wendy Williams, we come for you. Hold up. Let me start the intro. I am Alex Lexus from NewGamingorder, hitting you with the head crush. Brought to you by Fullscreen.net. They're our partners. Check them out. Now we're going to turn the lights on, power up this podcast, get that react going. Oh yeah. Intro by Michael Hurdle, michaelhurdle.com. Make sure you check him out for your graphic design needs. Hi everybody. Still got my arm healing. But the Juggernaut can't stay down. I took a bad fall, but it's alright. One of the spikes kind of hit me on this side. It went through, but my visor flipped up, and then, long story short, I'm still alive. I'm good. But just wanted to show my face before we get started. So let me direct your attention and... Oh, what the heck? Oh, hold on. I have to. My bad. That's the one thing with this XSplit. It just acts as its own browser. But Playboy, my man, what's going on? That quick intro for folks who hadn't seen you or heard from you in a while.
Hey, what's crack-a-lackin', peoples?
this freaking Playboy, unbelievable. I want to give a shout out to Blazing, because Blazing actually is the reason we're doing this podcast, because apparently something was said on the Wendy Williams show, and it was towards gamers or male gamers. I don't know. And here's a disclaimer before we get into this. I don't want to come off as some social justice warrior or whatever. It's just, I want to educate Wendy Williams on something and just make a correction, but I won't be on the attack. I'm not going to be in Juggernaut mode. You know what I mean? I'm not going to power her up and hit her with the pimp smack. No. I think that, she needs to be like steered a certain way, and I'm getting calls during the podcast. But before we lead into this, Playboy, what you been up to, man? I know it's been a while. I've been dealing with a lot, but yes. I know that it's good to have you on. You know what I mean? And we didn't forget anybody. Just going through some personal life. You know what I mean? Playboy's busy. Shinwar's busy. Show is splitting off into different factions. You know what I mean? But we're still one family. But Playboy, what you been up to, brother?
Yeah, man, I've been doing good. I just returned from Portland from the retro gaming Portland retro gaming convention in Portland, Oregon. It was great, man. It's like it's great to see a lot of older gamers like myself, the 35 and up crew.
You mean 55 and up?
Fuck you. And so it was good. I went with a good friend of mine. He's a streamer. He's in his early 30s. I believe he's like 32. So.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah, but it was that. I did that as a vacation. It was good to be in Oregon, on the West Coast. I still hate you guys because you guys are all whores for going to New York City Comic Con.
I was gonna say you need to bring your old behind up here so we can get it in, bro.
I was home in New York on what was it? The week of the weekend of the 6th. I'll be home this weekend, the 3rd to the 5th. So
and I have duty. I
hate you. Anyway, but other than that, that's all. That's all. Life's been good. I'm heading over to the sand pit
again.
Yes, man. Again over Thanksgiving. So I will.
What?
I'll be in Kuwait in Thanksgiving, so Kuwait City. So I don't know.
At least it'll be warm over there, you know. But we
Yeah.
first OPSEC
Yeah.
reasons, we're not gonna say where because
Yeah.
I was about to start dropping names and stuff, but I don't want to lose my security
Yeah.
clearance. But
Oh, it's terrorist. He's in the chat.
yeah,
Hey.
I know. What's up, T Risk, brother? Hey, that's why I said, you know, the chat is open on Discord if you want to participate. But I mean, without further ado, I wanted to, like I said, give a shout out to Blazing. He sent me this video. Wendy Williams made some remarks, but you know what? Let me just run the clip, and I'll let you guys, you know. Oh, I'm clicking the wrong thing. My bad.
For Ask Wendy. Come on over. Uh-oh.
Hey, Wendy. My name is Chelsea. This is my boyfriend, Darius. How you doing?
How you doing? How you doing?
How you doing? I used to love her show.
My boyfriend plays video games all the time, and he doesn't show me any attention.
Now, I'm pausing it right here. She said, and Playboy, you can back me up. He plays, and I paused it out the worst part, like her face is like she has a seizure, but plays video games and pay her no attention. All right. Red flag number one. You know, I don't even think it's just video games. It could be any particular hobby. It could be like you got guys with football, fantasy football, you know, riding bikes or just into their thing. You know what I mean? And overdoing it. That's the issue. I don't think gaming, but I think that was a stab because this guy was a gamer. But let me continue.
And yesterday was my birthday, and he was supposed to take me out to dinner, but instead he was playing video games.
Let me pause it here. So this chick, her birthday, right? This dude missed it, or he was. The issue is with him, not the fact that gaming. You know what I mean? Because I think that it was a stab at the gaming community. But again, let me stop pausing. Let me let it run through.
Should I be mad, Wendy?
Yes.
Okay.
How old are you?
29.
Okay, time to grow up.
Okay, now Playboy, do you remember the remark that she said where, "Oh, how old are you? It's time to grow up." What's your response to that?
Well, I was. Well,
I was offended by that, bro. I was like, what the?
Yeah, I was too, but
I was like, oh, like what? Like for real?
Yeah, I was like, oh, you went there, so yeah, she went there, all right.
And she didn't hesitate either.
Oh, Lord Jesus! Oh, we're being invaded.
What? We're being raided? But continue.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, for her to just jump to judgment like that, I think that was an issue that I found with it. You know what I mean? Again, I'm not on the offensive, but some other YouTubers might go in and say, hey, I don't know how old this video is. It might be old news. Who knows? But
no, it's not. You could tell from.
Yeah, well, this is older Wendy.
No, it's not. No, it's not.
What?
It's not. It's Look at the tag on it. It is from. It's from October 13th.
Oh.
Someone show on October 13th. So
all
right.
right.
From 2 weeks ago.
So with that being said, again, that is extremely it almost falls into the same umbrella as, oh, I'm a biker, I'm like a thug or a gangbanger. That's so judgmental. You know what I mean? Wendy, you should know better. And she's been known for being corrected or making apologies on stuff, just quick to shoot the shot on that. I think just be more mindful. And it gets better as I go along. But I believe, I can't see the Discord right now, but T-Risk, man, it's been a long time, brother. It's good to have you on the show. What you been up to, my man?
Just been busy with life, basically. I've been trying to get some work. I've been going to some interviews, and now I'm just waiting for calls.
Hey, you know what? Leave it in the Lord's hands. Everything will fall into place.
Oh,
but
definitely.
Yeah, but as you see, I put the material for this topic up. And, we got On Your Knees in here. We'll get to the intro once I give him his turn. But what are your thoughts on, Wendy Williams taking... I don't know if she was intentfully doing it or just by knee-jerk reaction. you know. But it kind of seemed like she was like going in on this gamer dude, telling him to grow up. You know what I mean? He missed his girl's birthday or whatnot. That's just self control on his part. Yeah, that's I blame him, but not the fact that he's a gamer. It could have been an alcoholic or anything, you know. But I think that the stigma of being a gamer and being something childish is just it doesn't sit well with me. But what are your thoughts?
Yeah, like, it is on him, yes.
Yes.
But it has nothing to do with him being a gamer at all. It could have been anything else. Like you said, it could have been him with cars or bikes. It could have been him with other things. But there are other aspects of this video that I just recently watched that, like, she was quick to judge without even asking proper questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Why?
This broad is trash, dude. Okay, come on. Let's
what?
stop. This broad is trash.
You know what?
This broad is trash, and the girlfriend is trash.
No, wait. In defense of the girlfriend, like, she's justified in being upset with him not paying attention. You know what I mean? So I don't see fault with her.
The day of her birthday. Hey, babe, it's my birthday. Hey, take me out to dinner. Okay, you know, I forget lots of shit. You know, if
no, but not birthdays, bro.
If it's not in my phone or my calendar or whatever, remind me. We're all adults. Remind me.
Okay.
Today's your birthday. Okay, I got.
But that's his girl, though.
There's also that.
Yeah,
I agree with you, Playboy. But you don't tell a person what you want. It's up to him to get her a gift.
Well, then, you know, that's a matter of perspective.
Let me tell you something right now. No, the fuck, you better tell me what the hell you want, because if I go out and spend waste my time on my shit,
It's your birthday.
I got this already. Okay.
All right. Time out. Let's give on your knees, you know, a quick intro, and then let him jump in.
I'll just put this out there. Did he purposely forget her birthday?
Oh.
Is she a total
well,
he purposely did it?
Let's not be judgmental. We don't want to be like when.
Keep in mind, she's the one that dragged him on TV and called him out. So
that's right.
Yeah.
So she's trash.
Yeah, tried to shame him for being a gamer and stuff, but then she could have shamed him for anything. I just want to remove the stigma that he messed up because of gaming. He messed up because of his inability to regulate. You know,
this at the end of the day, this is a non-issue right here, because he said two things, and you should have caught on to. He said his profession, which is an IT specialist, and he said
I'm an IT guy.
And he said I make money off of this, and the trash ass girlfriend. No, that's not real money.
Wow.
You get ahead of the video, so.
All right, but you know what? All right, let's have a moment of silence. I'm gonna run through the rest of the clip so that we can, you know, finish digesting. But if you're watching on the stream,
listen, we all have childish ways.
Trash ass broad.
Childish ways.
Sometimes we have to make those times smaller in our lives than the bigger things, like paying bills, taking care of your girlfriend, take her out for where you owe her, and you owe her.
So wonder if those things bringing money.
What?
Wonder if they bringing money. But also in my defense.
I don't understand what you're saying. You play video
Yeah, she don't get it.
No, it's fake money.
No.
It's not real money.
I make real money.
Wow.
job?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, what do you do for a living?
I'm an IT specialist.
An IT specialist?
Yes, ma'am.
Perfect. Look, this is not a big fight, you all. You all live together?
Yeah.
All right, so I'm gonna stop it here. I think I already got the point across. First, it seemed like she just had this look of like, what are you doing? Like, disgust, a judgmental thing. The guy's an IT specialist. I'm an IT specialist, and I resent that. And she's talking about, oh, well, you know, it's time to make bigger things, smaller things, and paying bills. I pay half a mortgage here. I have 2 cars, 2 motorcycles, trying to hold it down for things like, you know, again, it's one man, his inability to regulate time between his lady and his responsibilities or whatever. But what if
oh my God, she's a fucking girlfriend, for God's sake.
But I'm just saying,
Doing husband thinks.
Wait. But they live together. Here's the thing: they live together. But when she said it's time to pay bills and stuff, like how does Wendy know that? You know what I mean? That's being judgmental, extremely judgmental. But now going around, now the whole video's up. Playboy, I'm gonna give you your turn again, and then we'll just go down the line. But
Pass me. You already know how I feel. Pass. I don't know. Just
all right,
please.
T-Riz, you want to take another stab at it?
You take another stab. Like, yeah, he plays video games for money. He has his IT job, and what does Wendy do? She talks to people like this about dumb things like this. And she paid more than him. So who is she to talk?
You know.
She chose to talk to trash people.
Wait, you know what? New gaming order. Look, I know we're coming out of hibernation. But people going in hitting hyper combos on folks, but
this is the same time slot as like Jerry Springer and Maury and such.
Hey,
What?
She knows what she is and she gets paid for it.
oh wait, RDD's is like, don't mess with Maury.
There's nothing better than.
I'm not knocking the hustle because that's what it is.
Yeah, well,
Don't be judging people when you doing this.
well, you know what? That's a good point. That is a very good point. But that, you know what? Nobody judged her on talking, stuff. And do you remember years ago when she was on the radio Hot 97 when she was talking about who was the other disc jockey? Angie Martinez and her private business, and she busts up in the studio and start fighting and all this stuff, and it was just wild. And the problem is she's quick to speak without knowing everything. Look at what happened with the historically black college comments she was making, and what's his name went in on her. Went in, and it resulted in him coming on the Wendy Williams show, and she had to admit.
Martin.
Yeah, and had to admit that she was wrong, didn't understand what she was saying, and then had to apologize on TV. I will give her that. If she's busted like that, she will apologize.
Well, you mind that's we get into the history of Wendell Williams here. That's his stick right there. Okay, That is his stick right there. To be, I'm sorry. That was a trash ass comment saying that her name is Wendell. I'm sorry, that was trash on my part. But that's her stick. She wanted to be the Howard Stern of black radio. That's why she was on Hot 97. Was it 105? Was it 105 with Star and
Buckwild?
Buckwild, yes, Star and Buckwild and all that. That was her stick. Back in the days, she used to try and out rappers and singers, male rappers and singers, for being gay or being on a down low or whatever. She was especially hard on Puffy and Busta Rhymes, and all the rappers of the '90s. Yeah, so that's her stick right there. That's where she's coming from right there.
Yeah,
a leopard can't change his spots.
Well, this is true, and that's why I'm saying, like, unfortunately, she made the comments, like, it was a presumption that gamers don't, pay attention to their girlfriends, and I'm not putting words in their mouth. I'm just saying how generally, like, she blanketed this whole thing where it's being childish to be a gamer, pay bills, take care of your woman and stuff like that, where you have gamers who do all of that. That's why I'm just like, yeah, Wendy, like, friend in my head, how you doing, with the China hey sound effect back in the day. Funny stuff, entertaining, but at the same time, it just, you got to be careful what you say. You just, yeah, man, because I tell you, like, nobody would say anything because, you know what, society still thinks gaming is a childish thing to do. And I was gonna actually have a retort and show, like, the making of Street Fighter 5 and what it takes. No, actually Street Fighter 4. What it takes, artists, engineers, the designers, like, all of that to create what's put out there for market. So that's a booming industry that makes more than the movie industry. You know what I mean? So it takes a lot of adults to make these so-called childish games or childish habits that people indulge in. And now it's become like a social norm. You have girl gamers and who are on the pro tour and all of that. So it's just something where she just needs to be more educated on what gamers are and what we've evolved to be. Yeah, back in the day, there was no monetary value to playing. You know, now you got people like Taquito. You know, you got the whole esports thing and people becoming professionals in the digital arena. I mean, hell, one day you're gonna see something. Maybe not in our lifetime, but you're gonna see a gaming thing in the Olympics. I'm telling you, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. But I think, yeah, Wendy, you lost some points with that. You know, I don't know what to say. I don't want to beat a dead horse, but $1 billion industry. Oh, hold on.
Billion.
Oh,
Billion.
you see what I mean? I mean, it is what it is. But you know, I guess in conclusion, if you guys want to have like your final thoughts on this, I could shut this down, and then I have some other topics for separate segments if you want to join us for that. But I do want to thank everybody for participating. But start with Playboy. The final word.
Did Audio Needs give us his
Oh.
Well, I actually did some digging. I found
Okay.
a clip of my girlfriend. You guys ready for it?
Okay. No. You know what? I did. On your knees, you're wrong for that, bro. You are so wrong for that. I'm saying she's justified, but I think that also too, there's some issues. It seems like, again, I don't want to be presumptuous. I don't want to, jump to conclusions. But the first thing, a discussion should have been had, like, hey, you know what, my birthday's coming up, blah blah blah, and honestly, a real man would start planning in advance and do stuff. I do that when I was tied down. You know what I mean? You got to make your lady feel special, but not in the same right. Don't betray yourself. Don't try to change. If you're a gamer, be a gamer, but
pursue
also
your passions, damn it. Pursue your damn passions and have people along with you that enjoy those passions with you. Let's quit the bullshit. God damn.
What?
We have these long, drawn out conversations over this. No.
Wow.
Pursue your passions. If gaming is your passion, and he said he makes money off it, good for him. Fuck that broad.
What the heck is this? Hold on.
He has a point.
Wait. I'm gonna defend. I'm defending her. I don't think that this was the realm to air out that laundry. Number one, you know what I mean? And she was all smiling, and it didn't seem so mad. You know what I mean? So if she had that serious conversation, like 2 X's ago, if somebody said, "Hey, I mean business," yeah, it shouldn't even have come to here. You know what I mean? But it's not about relationships. It's about Wendy's comments. Like, she's too quick to talk. That mouth's gonna get you in trouble. You know what I mean? I'm just saying. But with that, on your knees, do you have anything else to add?
Nope, I already said my piece, and I think NYC covered it before me too.
Oh, what? Oh, all right. But again, I'm going to shut this down for a few minutes, and then I'm going to come back with some other topics. But this was a special for Blazing. I guess our number one fan. He's always he's been a supporter since the NMO days, the NFO days. So, I'll have to say, and my sister probably just got in the house. But without further ado, I want to thank y'all for watching. Make sure you rate, comment, and subscribe. Check us out on NewGamingorder.com. Our Facebook, our Twitter, and make sure you also check out the spin-off shows, Geeking Out and Thumb Thrasher Gaming. We have some events coming up in the near future and partnering with the Microsoft Store here in New Jersey. So stay tuned for that. And we'll see you guys in a little bit. Thanks.
Well, and also, he should have took advantage of that platform to shout out his Twitch platform.
You know what? They probably told him not to. I think that was scripted.
They could have cut it out too.
Wow. Yeah. Well, you see, in order for them to promote that guy, they would have to see some gain on it. You know what I mean? So that's probably why that didn't happen. But Wendy. You know what? I'm giving the sassy finger. Shame on you for jumping to conclusions like that. Not all gamers. What?
The who?
For her jumping to conclusions and being so judgmental.
What kind of finger? I don't know what that.
The
Like
assy finger. No, the finger he puts in the ladies' asses all the time.
The shame finger. The shame. What the heck?
I heard
What?
assy, but that's just me.
Shut up. You know what? This is supposed to be PG. You know, getting all rated R like Xavier Woods.
Well,
What?
I could have used the
I
4-letter.
mean, we are all grown men here, so what the?
Oh, okay. We are off the air. We will be back.